Hey guys, what's going on? Potter Pop Hunter here, coming at you with a unique unboxing video. Today I have the Fun Days box from 2025 from Funko. This is from their Fun Days experience. So this is the at-home box that you were able to get into the queue. It was actually available for a little over a day or about 2 days that you could purchase it online. This box was $85 and should have 3 pops and 1 soda inside. So we're going to open this one up today and see if we got anything good on the inside. I did see some other videos and some previews from other creators who got theirs already. So I'm curious to see what we ended up with. On the side of the box, it does say that we got the online bundle. There was a chance to get one of the in-person or the show boxes. I think it was a 1 in 50. But this one is a online bundle. So we know that we didn't get one of the in-persons with a really amount of limited pops in it, but that's okay. We're going to open this one up and see if we get anything good. I've never had a Fun Days box before, so I'm kind of curious to see what we actually end up with. Comment down below if you've collected Fun Days boxes in the past, but definitely interested to see what we end up with. So this is definitely the online or the at-home experience box. This is the blue box, which I believe the in-person one was black for the show. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and take a closer look. All right, so we're going to try to open this up so we don't ruin any of the surprise on the inside. So like I said, there should be 3 pops and then also 1 soda. So I think we're probably going to try to open the soda first. I'm just going to open this off to the side here to see, to make sure I don't ruin it here. Let's do the soda. So this is our first item from the box. All right, we have a Franny. So we do have Celestial Franny, which is limited to 500 pieces. So that's actually a pretty low piece count on this one. We'll open these up once we get to the end, but that's definitely pretty cool. I actually don't have any sodas in my collection. If they would have come out with some Harry Potter ones, I probably would have them already. I just never picked up this line of product from Funko, but this is our first soda in our collection, which is a limited edition 500 piece, so that's pretty cool. Next one, we're going to try, I'll try the one up on the top here. And this one is Proto the dog. So this was one of 3. You could get a Freddy, Franny, or Proto that was like a con goer. So this one is Proto the dog. So these weren't limited. I believe it was like a 1 in 3 chance that you could get one of these. You can see his shirt says I love cons. So we will open that one up once we get to the end here too. The next 2 pops that are in here should be the limited piece count ones. So our first limited piece count one is Freddy Funko as Leonardo. So this one's actually pretty cool. This one is limited to 3,000 pieces. So you can see his green face there. We'll definitely take this one out and take a closer look too. I'm happy with that pull. I don't have a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff in my collection, but that one is pretty neat. And our last one that we got from this box is Freddy Funko as the Blue Lantern. So this one is limited to 500 pieces. So this one's actually another pretty low piece count, kind of like the Funko Soda. So I'm curious to see kind of what the value of these are as we continue on, or as it gets further away from Fun Days. But again, 500 pieces, this is pretty cool. I don't collect anything DC in my collection, but since it's a Freddy, I'll probably hang on to it, especially since it's a low piece count. We'll hang on to these to make sure we have them for the collection going forward. But let's take a closer look at these ones out of the box. All right, and our first one we're going to open is the Franny. So we're going to rip this one open. I know with it being 500 pieces, it probably would be worth more in the long run to leave it sealed, but as you've probably watched from my channel, I'm not an in-the-box collector for everything, and I like to open it up and take a look at things. So we're definitely going to crack this one open and see what Franny looks like on the inside. And there were no chases for any of these, I don't believe, with them being the limited piece count. And here is the little Pog. This is Celestial Franny. 1 out of 500. So that's kind of cool. And let it open her up. All right, and here we have Celestial Franny, and she's got the glasses, little scepter, and her crown and cape. So that one is pretty cool. We'll do a spin of all of these at the end, but that is our first with the Funko Soda. So not upset with that one. That's the first Franny I have in my collection too. This one's actually also the first Proto. I'd never had anything with Proto before. I think I do have an NFT, a bunch of the NFTs. So Proto showed up in there, but didn't have any physical pops. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Con Proto. I know there was some controversy on why Funko was doing the con ones at the Fundays event since it's not going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. But these are, in my opinion, pretty cool. I do love his little bag. He's got some, items he's picking up from a con. He's got his I Love Con shirt, or the I Funko Con shirt, and his little backpack. So that one is also pretty cool. So the next one that we have is the 3,000 piece Leonardo. So we will go ahead and take a look at this one out. Out of all of them, I think this was one that I was excited for. Definitely for the online box. I know the in-person box had quite a few different options, but this one is pretty cool. It's unique. It's completely a different color. It's not just a kind of resculpt of a Freddy. I think they did a pretty good job here of the color, and then his crown on the top is obviously Leonardo's blue. So that is our second pop, and our last one, or the lowest piece count that we got, was Freddy Funko as the Blue Lantern. And I gotta say, all these boxes are in pretty good shape, so I'm excited that everything came, really well packaged. There was no damage to any of the pops or the boxes. And looking closer at this one's actually pretty cool. Blue is actually kind of translucent. So here we have Freddy Funko as Blue Lantern. And I like that they even carried the translucent up to his crown here. So that is pretty cool with the different options we got. So let me know down in the comments below what you think of this pull. I've been curious to watch some of the other creators who have looked at their Fundays boxes. And I know a couple got lucky with the in-person ones. But I'm not upset with this pull. I'm glad for the items that I got. I'll definitely be keeping these ones in my collection going forward to have a few more Freddys, and I do love the Franny and the Proto. Let me know down in the comments what you think or what you got, or if you purchased one of these boxes. Definitely getting close to the 500 mark for subscribers, so if you enjoy the content, please make sure to like and subscribe. It does mean a lot for everybody who interacts with the video, so thank you for that. We'll probably do some sort of 500 subscriber video coming up soon, so keep an eye out for that. But as always, thanks for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day.